Let's say you're sitting at home having dinner one night when suddenly the lights went out. No phone, no TV, no internet, no cell phone connection. Would you know what to do? If you're like me, you don't like to sit around in the dark waiting for something to happen. The first thing you should do is get your flashlight and find your battery-powered radio. We got one that looks like this. It's got a hand crank so you can recharge the battery and listen in. We devote a small amount of our monthly budget to improving our emergency equipment and supplies, so it took me a couple of years to get back around to my communications. The following kit I put together for about $300. I managed to fit all the equipment into this 8x12 organizer-style tote bag. I like this one because it has both a carry handle and a shoulder strap. During an emergency evacuation, you're likely to be running around tossing things into the back of a truck. I wanted to make sure that the components in my communications kit was able to withstand the rough handling it was likely to get during an evacuation. I had an empty U.S. Army surplus first aid kit, and using some scrap foam I cut it to accommodate the radio. As you can see, I have the radio, a spare battery, the rubber ducky, and the AC charger for the batteries. I'm pretty sure that this box could be dropped off the back of the truck and the radio inside would be left undamaged. After much research, we decided to purchase a Yaesu FT60 dual band transceiver. This is a battery-operated handheld transceiver and allows you to broadcast on certain VHF and UHF frequencies. Because this is a ham radio, you will need an amateur radio license in order to transmit. We chose this radio for two reasons. One, it's affordable. This one cost me about $175. The second reason is that it's portable. That way, if I'm traveling by vehicle, I can bring it with me, or if I'm traveling on foot, I can simply sling the kit over my shoulder. While I like the ability to broadcast information, even more important to me is the ability to receive information. This radio scans a wide variety of frequencies and allows me to listen into fire, police, ambulance, air traffic control, and various other radio frequencies. By monitoring these channels during an emergency, you're more likely to get accurate information about what's really going on around you through the crosstalk between the various emergency services. I'm tuned in here to the local police trunk line where I can listen into the exciting and action-packed radio communications between our brave men in blue.
Just an elderly gentleman trying to parallel park his car. Wasn't quite successful. No injuries or anything like that. Yeah, perfect.
The next item in this kit is a multimeter. This is a handy thing to have to check circuits and to test battery strength. I cut off some rubber tubing here to put over the pointy ends so that they won't poke through the bag. This next item is a 15-inch dual-band whip antenna. By unscrewing the original rubber ducky antenna and replacing it with this one, you improve the radio's range. I keep this antenna in a piece of PVC tubing. I put some padding over the one end that's exposed through the bag so that it doesn't poke into anyone. Next is my information pouch. In here I keep the instruction manuals for all the radios inside the kit. I also went online and printed out some of the frequencies that my local emergency services use. Going now to the back pocket of the pouch, I carried two Motorola Walkie-Talkies. I keep these each in their own little pouch that you can clip to your belt or fasten to your backpack. These can come in handy if you're traveling in two cars, or if you're sending someone out to scout ahead of you. This next item is a 2-meter roll-up dipole antenna. If I'm not evacuating and I'm staying locked in, I can unroll this antenna and hang it from the balcony. there is a 30-foot cord that will screw into the antenna socket on the radio. This setup allows the radio a much greater range. This antenna is also small and portable. If I'm evacuating, I can set it up at the end of the day when I make camp by hanging it from the nearest tree. The next items are a bunch of rechargeable batteries. You can never have too many batteries. Along with these, I carry a solar battery charger. I made this one myself for about $14. I have a video called Cigarette Case Solar Battery Charger that will show you how to make one yourself. I still have enough room for one more item, and that is a ear and lapel microphone setup. This one works with both the walkie-talkies and with the Yaesu. It's handy if you want to listen or transmit without attracting a lot of attention. I almost forgot a small notepad and pencil. This is handy for writing down call signs, important frequencies, and other notes you might need to take while transmitting or receiving information. To summarize, we have a ham radio, 15-inch antenna, 2-meter antenna, 2 walkie-talkies, a multimeter, shatter-resistant case, rechargeable batteries, a solar battery charger, an earpiece and microphone setup, instruction manuals and important frequencies, a notepad, more batteries. All of which fits inside this small case that I can carry anywhere and will provide me the minimum capabilities of communicating between friends and the outside world. I hope this video is helpful in giving you ideas on how you can put together a kit for yourself. Thanks for watching.